If you've watched any Gator men's basketball this season, you've seen a lot of this. Shot after shot after shot coming from beyond the arc. It's about who plays the best basketball for the next 60 minutes. These are the exact words. He'll take it for you. Let's hear it.
Oh my!
There we go. 10 out of 10 on that impersonation right there.
Mark Stoops was bathed with Gatorade as his team stormed the field after defeating the Gators and snapping their 31-game win streak.
Todd Gurley on my fantasy team. So.
Well, I have Mahomes, so
could be a little rivalry there.
We'll see. Coach White joked yesterday saying that his heart wasn't ready to take another overtime game, and today, Omar, it didn't have to. Guys, this game did not look pretty for the Gators as LSU got to the rim pretty much whenever they wanted to in the first half.
The Florida Gators ended their season right here in Dallas with the last shot coming from Kayvon Allen right here with under 3 seconds.
Mooseman, probably one of the most consistent things going for the Florida Gator men's basketball team this season. Just a little bit of a flip. Okay, can we switch? You hold the mic for a second, test me on this. All right, so we move it this way. Yep, we're in and out, and then they're done. They're not scoring out there. You had a different route making it here to the NFL. How do you think that's allowed you to appreciate it even more, being here in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, a couple years ago or 5 years ago.
This matchup looks much different from that Nevada matchup where the teams were extremely different. They play the same style of basketball.
And I'm wondering if the Gators had nightmares of Benny Snell running through their head over the weekend because he had a field day.
Talked about one particular thing an awful lot.
One thing that we've been preaching is that we cannot turn the ball over. It doesn't matter what you do well to be able to build on if you're turning the ball over. I'm going to keep going back to the same thing. Got to stop turning the ball over.
Into that win, it was the Raptors' defense that allowed them to get such a huge victory. They made Orlando's offense look extremely uncomfortable. They were doubling down on Vucevic down low.
Looking back on the season, it was a freshman point guard who played a huge role in this year's success.
7 seconds. Now Keontae Johnson drives the ball, goes inside, kicks it to Nembhard. Out front for a 3-ball. It's good! It's good! It's good! Oh my! Andrew Nembhard is in a 3-ball!
The shot against LSU in the quarterfinals game of the SEC tournament. The shot that added just one more moment to this freshman's list of accomplishments for his first year as a Gator. The shot that secured this team a spot in the Big Dance, the NCAA tournament. And freshman point guard Andrew Nembhard says his confidence to knock it down came from his teammates' support.
I just got a great opportunity to knock down that shot and help the team, but it was mostly them just giving me confidence all the time.
Nembhard came into this season with big shoes to fill as he was following in the footsteps of Florida's star point guard Chris Chiozza. But head coach Mike White has had a tremendous amount of confidence in this freshman ball handler all season long.
Led by Nembhard as much as anybody. He goes out and he can lead us in scoring. He can take one shot, he can take 8 shots, he can take 3 shots. He has made the biggest jump in terms of just playing the game and allowing the defense to dictate how he attacks.
For those who didn't know this 5-star recruit from Montford Academy coming into the season, he went on to create a pretty impressive resume for himself rather quickly. Nembhard's first breakthrough game was in December when he dished out 11 assists with 0 turnovers, leading Florida to a 98-66 victory over UNF. That following week, Nembhard received his first of 2 SEC Freshman of the Week honors this season. Then on February 16th, he performed in as close to a perfect game that you can get in basketball, shooting 100% from the field when he finished the game against Alabama with 21 points in the Gators' 71-53 victory. And then just 2 weeks ago, he hit the shot that this season's Florida basketball team, as well as his parents Claude and Mary Nembhard, who were watching from home, would remember forever.
And we were all going nuts. Me and Ryan were going nuts. Yeah. She's actually very calm. But me and Ryan were going nuts.
I thought the floor was going to go through because they were jumping around, going crazy.
Yeah, that was.
So I would say that was it.
That was a big moment.
Andrew says he knows his dad, who coached him for many years growing up, probably wishes he was still on the sideline each game with him.
Me and my dad probably talk on the phone probably 3-4 times a day. He's like one of my best friends kind of. So he's just all the things that happened this season. He's just been so happy for me. So it's great.
Even though Andrew's parents say they struggle with living so far away from Andrew, they have continued to be his #1 supporters.
It's surreal. It's like a dream. You think about these things, and then all of a sudden he's 19 and doing these things.
Although the Gator season came to an end Saturday with their loss to the Michigan Wolverines in the round of 32, Andrew says this season will have a lasting impact on him for the rest of his life.
Overall, I'm just so happy I could have done with all these guys. Great group of guys. I'm going to have a relationship with them forever.
Nembhard will lead a young core next season boosted by a top 10 recruiting class Mike White has coming to Gainesville.